Okay, I wanted to just tell you guys a few of the tricks and products I like to use when I put on my makeup. So I'm kind of new to the priming thing, but I found this Silky Smooth Balm and it's egg pour. It's by, I don't know who it's by, it doesn't say. It's one of those Korean products, but I really like this one and it's kind of a balm. So I just take a little bit and my face is clean and my moisturizer and everything has had a chance to soak in. So I just take a little bit and then just kind of, they always tell you to pat it in. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. So I just kind of rub it in. And then if I have areas that I feel like I need to focus more special pore reducing things, I just put like a little bit more. And maybe pat that in really well into those big pores. I have a lot of pores right here on my nose, or my cheeks I mean, and I have some up here that are visible. And some down here. So whether or not that does anything, I mean for me personally, I don't know, but I do it because we've been told to. And I bought this. I might as well use it, right? So I have this product that everybody talks about, the Professional. And whether or not, I mean, this might work for other people. It might work for me. I don't know. I can't really honestly tell that much. But I just pat a little bit of this into those big pores. Double priming. Okay. Since I'm kind of new to this priming thing, I don't really know what difference it makes for my skin personally. I know a lot of people like to do it, swear by it. So just, maybe give that a minute to set. Oh, my tag's sticking out. Okay. Yeah. I'm wearing a little headband, so I have to keep my hair out of my face. So priming out of the way, I've been using this It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC cream. And this one's the illumination one, and I wish I hadn't bought it because it's just a little bit glittery for me. I mean, it's not necessarily glitter, but it's definitely shimmer. And I don't know if I like it. So I am just gonna, I think I'll use a brush today. So what I like to do is just squirt like one squirt on the back of my hand, and then I just kind of take a foundation brush. I like to use something like this. Oh, there's a hair sticking out of it. It's annoying. And I like to just get a little bit on there and then just kind of dab it like gently into my skin so I don't blob it all in the same place. And then just kind of brush it on like this. You want to work kind of fast because you don't want it to dry in streaks. Oh, and this smells really good. I like how it smells. It's like a little bit lemony. So this is kind of a medium coverage foundation. Necessarily covering up all those red spots I have. That's okay. I don't really care. I don't need my skin to look completely doll-like. Although, who doesn't want to look like a doll? So, just make sure it's sort of buffed in all the way. You don't want streaks. You don't want blotches where it's not covered. And then I go right away into, let's do concealer next. So everybody loves this Tarte Shape Tape Foundation, or concealer, and it actually does work really, really well. I have to be careful not to get too much or it just looks cakey. So I got the one with the little sponge. So I just use that to just blend it out. So maybe I'll see if you can see it on this side. And you don't have to put it right under your lashes. You can go down a little bit because you're going to shadow that area anyway. and you want it to be a little bit darker. You don't need foundation right up to your lower lash line. Okay, so I have a couple little red dots here. I'm just going to put a tiny bit more and just blend it out. And you guys, the lighting in here is just terrible. I'm sorry. I can't really even see what I'm doing that well either. So. I wish I had a better setup, but you know, I'm not that fancy. I'm not a big YouTuber. Not yet. Okay. So just kind of blend those out. All right, so now I have a pretty good base going on here. I have this contour palette that I really like. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit, and this is the light kit. So I actually really like this. Some of these shades pull a little bit yellow for me, and I don't love that about it, but I think this one on the right is less yellow. So I'm a cool neutral skin tone. So with the brush I like to use for that, I actually like to use this long straight one, and it's got nice dense bristles. So this is really good for shaping and contouring, I think. So with this cream, I find that I need to maybe add just a tiny bit of oil. So I'm going to add just a drop of facial oil. Just going to put it on the one that I'm going to use, I think. I don't think I'll end up using the others. And then I like to just sort of sweep my brush over it so it just kind of puts the oil on the whole top layer. So I don't know if you can see that, it's a little bit sheeny. So just get a little bit of that, and I like to kind of concentrate on the, like get it just on the corner, and then just sort of sweep. Oh my god, okay, that is way too much. So I'm going to put some over here. So yeah, okay. I'm going to have cheekbones to God, you guys. That is crazy. All kidding aside though, we're going to have to blend that out a lot. So I'm going to just put a little bit down here and a little bit down here, just so I can get some off my brush. Maybe a little up here. Okay. Oh my god, that is strong. Okay, the game is strong, you guys. So if you get too much, I mean, you can kind of blend it out just by sweep toward your nose and up, because you want to blend your contour upwards. So, I mean, that doesn't look too bad now, right? Let's do this side. My cheekbones are pretty high, so I don't have to do anything too, you know, you don't want to contour yourself to death. You want to kind of bring out your natural beauty. I call my blog The Gilded Kitty because it's like the gilded lily kind of, you know, you're making something maybe more beautiful that is already beautiful, but maybe unnecessarily, but it's just, you know, I really enjoy it. A lot of people enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with that, so do what you enjoy. I think the trick is, you know, knowing you don't have to wear makeup to look beautiful, but maybe you do it because you enjoy the artistic expression, or just, you know, it's a nice meditation that you like to do. So I'm just contouring a little bit on my forehead just to kind of give it a little light and shadow. And you guys, I'm no expert. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing, you know, I do what I like, what I think looks good, and whether or not you think it looks good, you know, do what you like, but I like to watch drag queens and do what they do. I think that's They're the experts. You know, for real though, they are masters. I love watching RuPaul's Drag Race. Okay, so now that you have, just kind of, okay, yep. Don't mind that. That's just my crazy uncle. Okay, that's my cat. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I like to bronze next with a little bit of Hoola powder. This is, looks like that. And I just use the brush included and just kind of use it to blend out those contours a little bit. Just get a little bit. Put it up between your contour and your cheek, on your cheekbone. So it's kind of where the sun hits. Think of bronzer as kind of the middle ground between contour and highlight. So this is like where the sun hits, and you just want it to be pretty subtle. Okay, so that's probably good. Okay, one of the things I really like to do is take a MAC paint pot. This is color Painterly. And I use this as an eyeshadow base. So I like to just get a concealer brush. This is an e.l.f. concealer brush. I don't know if you can see or if it matters, but I just get a little bit on there and just paint it onto my eyelids. And if your eyebrows need a little help, you can kind of put a little bit on the skin. Like I have a scar here, so I just put a little bit on that scar because stuff does not want to stick to it for some reason. And I also like to put just a little bit underneath my eyelashes too to help that product stick down there that I'm going to put there. Kind of a contouring color and sort of deepen that contour or set it if you want. So I'm just going to take kind of a fluffy brush. This one's a Real Techniques. Use this one for bronzing. So I just get a tiny bit on there and just kind of fluff it on. Okay. Just seriously a tiny bit. Actually, what I'm using here is, what is this called? It's the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer in St. Lucia. And I really like this color. This is a pretty popular color. It's pretty universal. A lot of people have said this looks like NARS Orgasm Blush. And I've never had that, so I don't know. Maybe it does. Use this to deepen what's left on my brush. There's just not very much left, but I'm just going to kind of deepen that contour. I could do my blush now too. Let's do that. I don't know why I usually wait to do that. So just get a little bit. I was watching a 1950s makeup tutorial and it was fascinating to me because they said go from, imagine a dot from your pupil. I think the other one was, God, I don't remember now. It was like an imaginary line from here or something, and you just connect those triangles and don't go below your nostrils. I could be remembering that all wrong. I don't know. Let's just pretend I know what I'm talking about. Go easy on the blush because you can always add more, but it's a little bit more of a challenge to take it away. Just kind of want a nice little glow. You don't want to have like a crazy thing going on there. Alright, let's move on to the eyeshadow. So what I'm going to use, I have this Tartelette In Bloom palette. The Amazonian Clay palette. Oh my gosh, you guys, this smells so good. It has kind of like a vanilla. You know what this smells like to me? It reminds me of the smell of My Little Ponies. I don't know if they still have scent or if I'm just crazy, but I swear they used to smell like this. So I'm also going to show you a little trick I like to do for the crease. I'm taking a NYX Jumbo eye pencil, and I'm just going to, let me get a brush first so I don't really mess this up. I'm just going to get a kind of blending brush here. So this is a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush, and I'm just going to draw that in the crease here. Don't go all the way across. I'm just kind of starting here and connecting it to my eye like that. Okay, it looks crazy, right? So now I just blend it out. And I like to do that to just give the darker crease shadow something to stick to, and it just seems to make it go faster, so you don't have to just keep applying like 10,000 shades and a whole bunch of stuff. So just blend that up and out. Okay. Do it on this side. Okay. And then just get an eyeshadow brush of some sort. I kind of like to use these fluffy ones. These are IT Cosmetics. I think they're IT for Ulta. So I'm using kind of a fluffy one here. And I'm just getting sort of a medium mid-tone shade. Actually, I'm going to start with Flower Child and just use a little bit of that. Kind of put it on this inner corner, going out a little bit. Oh my god, I made a mess here. Okay. So sometimes if I have pretty neutral color, I just wipe my brush off a little bit on a paper towel. You know, they always tell you to use a new one every time, but this is like pretty much the same color, just a little bit deeper. So I'm going to use this to deepen that crease, put in the outer corner, and just sort of sweep it outwards. You can do up and out if you like. I'm just kind of extending my eye line here. Make my eyes look bigger than they are. And just use light sweeping strokes. Blend it up and out a little bit. Okay, we're actually going to blend that a little bit more with another brush, but let's do this side first. So I'm going to just get a big fluffy brush. Use a clean brush. This is Emax Design. I don't know where I got this. It was like a review item I got at some point or something. So I'm just going to blend that out, make it nice and soft. Sometimes I have the hardest time blending out my eyeshadows. I don't know if I'm just not good at it, or maybe I am good at it and I just don't, I don't know. I don't feel like I know what I'm doing sometimes. So, see how it looks like I got some under my eye here? Yes, I did. Okay, so what I like to do is just take a big brush, and I'm going to use a foundation brush that's clean, and I'm just going to use that to sweep it away. Like, you don't want to press that into your face because it will stick. So I'm just like sweeping it away with this thing. I think I got it. Okay. Sweep away anything under this one too. And it also helps sweep away. It sort of points this in the right direction. I need all the help I can get. Okay, now I'm going to take a mix of Sweetheart and Rebel here and just add a little bit more color. I think something I've learned is when you're doing this outer corner, you kind of like lift up your brush a little bit, so just the tips of the bristles are sort of sweeping the outer edge, so that way you can kind of get a nicer pointed shape on the end. Clean brush and just blend out those edges a little bit. You can use this as eyeliner too. You just take a nice sort of small brush. You can even use an eyeliner brush if you want. I like to use kind of a smudgy little, this little smudge accent brush it's called from Real Techniques works good, and I just like to get a dark Smoke Show or Activist would work good. These are both dark colors, so I'm just going to get a little bit and just smudge it right into the lash line here. Sometimes I just shut my eye and feel and kind of just sweep it. I'm not even looking. Look at this. I'm not looking. See? Just gonna go by feel. Let's do the eyebrows now. So I'll use a spoolie, kind of brush them into the basic sort of shape you want. Just kind of brush them up and maybe over a little bit. So I'm going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. It's a number 12. It's the pointed one, or the, God, what do you call these? I don't know. All right, and some dip brow powder or dip brow pomade in medium brown. And you just get a tiny, tiny bit. You don't want to get very much. Okay, and then you can take your spoolie and just work that product through and soften it a little bit like that. And then comb just the tips of the hairs in the right direction. Seriously, I think all we have left to do is powder and eyelashes. Oh, and highlighter, my favorite. Okay, so I love this stuff. This is Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter. Oh my god, this stuff is amazing. It works so good. So it's kind of a putty formula, and I just like to get a little bit on my finger and kind of like sweep it here at the top of my cheekbones, work it up into up here, and it just gives you the soft, nice highlight. Looks very natural. So either leave it like that with that kind of just soft, nice highlight, or you can emphasize it with more. I love highlights, so usually I go overboard. Two of my favorites are the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't know if I'm saying that right. That's how RuPaul says it, so I'm just following lead. Okay, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild. I love this one because there's kind of a natural pink color, but there's fun colors like green and blue and purple, and I love this. Is my favorite palette by these guys. So we have that, or this Ofra On the Glow palette. I love this one. This has so many different colors, and they're just really pretty and soft. I mean, I think these are more natural. To me, they look more natural, but you could probably make them look blinding and crazy. Okay, I like to use one of these Flawless Concealer brushes by e.l.f. can, you know, put a little on your nose and your chin if you're one of those people that likes to do that. I want to show you a little trick that I also like to do with this Moonchild palette. I like to double put two colors. So I'll put something that's kind of more natural over here, or over here, I mean. Or, you know, you can do it either way. And then I like to take a different color, like this Lucky Clover color, and just kind of use this like right where the light really hits. So it kind of has a shift from like, say, a green to a purple or whatever. And it just makes it look really stunning, I think. I don't know. Maybe I look crazy and nobody wants to tell me. Okay. Oh, another thing I like that I wanted to tell you guys about is this Benefit Highbrow. Oh my god, I love this stuff. It's kind of a creamy pink color, like a really light pink, and it just really makes that glow. You can put a little above your brow bone. I mean, you can use this to highlight whatever you want. It's so pretty. Put a little on your Cupid's bow. Okay, let's go ahead and set the face. I'm not going to go crazy with powder here because this is not a heavy concealer. This isn't a heavy foundation that needs a ton of powder to set it. At least not on my skin. So I'm just going to get, I'm using Coty what's it called? Airspun. I'm just going to set it with this. So I just got a little bit, tap the brush off and just kind of sort of tap it in. You just want to make sure that it is setting your product. You know, if it, I don't know about you guys, but I can kind of go by feel. I can feel when it's not set all the way. If my face feels kind of sticky or itchy or weird, I know it's not set. So you can just keep adding more. If you really need to set it hardcore, get a bunch of powder and take like a clean piece of cotton, like one of those cotton squares, and press it in there and then press it into your face and make sure you blend it good. But you want to like really press that powder into that moist foundation or concealer just to set it. You know, that's how they actually used to do it in the 50s and the 40s, and when women knew how to be beautiful for their men and whatnot. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this NYX matte finish to set this. Spray it on. And I put a trick that if you put your mascara on right after you spray that, it's supposed to help it go on smoother. So I'm going to try that. I'll just use my mirror here to you guys get to watch my crazy mascara face, I guess. If I have one. I'm sure I have the craziest. Nobody's supposed to watch you put makeup on. They're supposed to look at the end result. Am I right? Now I wanted to show you another trick, and luckily I happened to mess up on my mascara, so I can show you. I like this Benefit Roller Lash. I don't know if it matters what kind of mascara you use. I don't know if it matters if you buy high-end stuff. Maybe. Sometimes it seems to me like the just cheap, you know, CoverGirl or whatever works just as good. This is Benefit Roller Lash. Alright, so when I mess up and I got a little bit of mascara up here in my eyelid, there's a way to get it off pretty easy. You let it dry, but take like a little kind of stiff pointed brush I like this one. Real Techniques, oh my gosh, every brush I've been reaching for has been that. So you just kind of use it to sort of like use it to sweep away whatever you messed up on. So I just kind of point the bristles almost parallel on my face and just sort of brush away that little bit of mascara that I got on my skin. It works pretty good. I learned that, I don't know where, I learned it somewhere. Probably on YouTube, but I'm not giving credit, and somebody's going to be mad, so I'm sorry. But alright, and I think we're done. I have a little lip gloss here to put on. I thought I did. I don't know where it is. Oh, okay. I love this stuff by Buxom. It's the full-on lip cream. It's like a plumping lip cream, but I just love this. It's so expensive, but they have a deal where you can get 2 shades, I think, at Ulta and Sephora. Maybe not Sephora, but you get 2 for like 14 bucks. And you have to use the shades that they give you, but it's a good deal. I love this stuff. And this color is actually from one of those sets. It's Rose Julep. And this color, I really like this color. It suits my cool skin tone. And it's kind of a natural sort of color for me. Okay, well, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed watching my long tutorial. I hope it wasn't too long. Bye, kitty girls.